Wow. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling
Good, good. We got a special guest. We got Novaline, no other than my favorite person in the world. So it's funny because we talk a lot about Nov and just things that we try to do as parents for our children, right? And I will say, like I was talking about on one of the shows, like this last year has been like great with us just communicating, right? Going back and forth to work, talking about life and life experiences. But Nova brought something to my attention that she wanted to do, and as parents, we always want to support them. One, but two, I think it's actually a creative idea.
I'm thinking maybe start on TikTok first, or maybe like Instagram Shorts of like
Okay.
us reacting. Or no, not reacting, but reviewing like new Asian spots or just new food that we want to try and give our honest opinion. Because I know my dad can give the most brutal honest opinion.
I will
That's an
Google.
understatement.
I will Google review the shit out of your business. If you ain't ready, better be ready. Nah, but I thought it was a dope idea, right? One, I get to do something unique with my daughter. Two, how can you pass up food, right? And then hopefully we get big enough when they give us our own plates for free and all that shit. They're like, oh, Quan and No's coming. Let's get the dishes right.
Right.
So do something together, right? And plus, we always talk about like leaving something for our children, right? So if this is something that we can start and something that gets her going with her doing something that she wants to do, then I'm all for it, obviously. But we wanted to announce it here on the Infamously Speaking podcast, obviously. So for those who follow us, go make sure you support Nova and I. In fact, we was trying to come up with a name. So if anybody has any creative names they want to throw out there,
I have one.
what's the name?
I don't know. It's kind of simple, but Strong's reviews.
Strong's reviews. Okay. I gave Adam that slogan. Can't go wrong with Trongs. Wow. Huh? Can't go wrong with Trongs. I'm good with this. And yeah, it'll probably start off with Asian food because this one loves dumplings and pho and ramen and all that. But I'm sure we're gonna get into all different cultures of food. Plus, I gotta make sure her palate.
I got questions. Can I ask questions?
Yeah.
So I want to know, like, what was the inspiration behind this? What started it? What's the why?
I just had a random thought or idea. No, I had a random idea, like, because I was just like, there's a new spot in the outlets. Says I work in at Foxwoods, and it's called, what's it called?
Seoul. Yeah. Seoul Alley.
Yeah.
Seoul for like South Korea.
And I seen
Okay.
that it's about to open soon. And I was like, that'd be like really cool to do like a cool review or something like that with my dad, because I go to like every like dope Asian spot, and like we always talk about the food. We always try to like rank them and stuff. And I don't know. I just thought that was a really cool idea.
I like it. So, because there's tons of stuff out there that, food review stuff. So I want to know, when I tune in, what's going to be the differentiator, except for Quan's bad attitude? Like, why should I tune in?
I feel like we're gonna just make it more funny and
entertaining.
Yeah, I feel like we'll have like this combination. He'll be like the more brutally honest, and I'll be more like, oh, it was okay, but like it could have added some spice or something like that. But I think that's a good combination right there of someone who's more brutally honest and someone that's more like, I won't lie to you, but I'll try to like soften it a little bit.
Oh, this shit sucks. We're not fucking going back here ever again. Ever again. I think it's a good idea too. Like, you don't see a lot of, and we encourage this, right? We talk about this on multiple episodes where a fatherhood, and to be able to expose that publicly to people, I think it's a great niche, right? Like, who out there you see doing like the dad daughter thing? I can't think of anybody actually off the top of my head. Go ahead, keep asking questions. This is good. She needs it.
So, is there a specific area that you guys are thinking of, like southeastern Connecticut? We branching out, hitting up New Haven, Prov. Like, where are we at?
Yeah, Go ahead, you can
I think
talk.
just all over.
So we go all over already. Like we go to Madison now. This guy, he's one of a kind. We go to Madison now, which is probably like a 40-minute drive from here.
That's a good drive.
Just for dumplings. We'll have that on the review because we go there so often and we think it's pretty good. You know, come on, bro. You know, I'll travel to Boston for some lobster chowder. So if I could do that, experience that with my daughter, have those meaningful conversations, maybe we'll even throw some of those in there, like the dad-daughter talks as we like drive to, out of town or whatever. Because to me, in my heart, that's the most important thing that we do is have open communication. And like I said, I'm just overwhelmed with excitement every time I have that opportunity with her. So to do that, and then if I can share some of those moments, obviously some I won't because it's between me and her, but to be able to share some of that and let people know and let other fathers know to have open dialogue with your daughters, it's important. So
Yeah. And also, like, I seen like a bunch of food reviews and stuff, but it's only like one person. And I feel like if it's like two people, especially if it's like dad and daughter, I feel like that would just mean a lot to people. And I don't know, just that would be cool.
yeah.
Yeah, the dynamic is definitely interesting for sure. And I think it behind it all is a really cool message of the importance of bonding, especially as, you both get older, but especially, becoming an adult, pretty much already one already, which I'm sure Quan can't believe. But just the importance of, having a good relationship with your parents and being able to, and wanting to do stuff like that. I'm sure that if I approached my dad when I was your age, like, hey dad, you want to do this thing with me? He would have been over the moon. So that's dope. What you guys would do first? We have a time frame. When's the first episode dropping? First little TikTok or short dropping? I need time frames. I need to be able to tap in.
She wanted to do the first episode with the new place that opens. I was trying to find out when the grand opening is, and there's nothing stated. So I'm gonna look a little bit more into it. If we're at a spot this weekend, then we'll do one this weekend.
Fire. Start securing the socials, sending them over so we can blast it all over the place. Excited.
Anything else you want to say?
Do like more reviews and stuff. Maybe even like meet the owners of the place, or just like also.
Oh, that would be fire.
We can like do like a brief
like a backstory,
history,
and then the owners too. Like, why did they open up, and like, how did they open up? What kind of experience was it? What obstacles they overcame?
Does that make you connect to the food more? Like, what if their story is we just needed money, and this is the only thing I knew how to do?
I think honestly, it does connect more when there is a story behind it. I'll give you a good point. Like cigars, right? A lot of cigars have crazy stories behind them. That doesn't make the cigar better. It just makes you like appreciate it more depending on the story. I'm sure that I would, if someone's like, yeah, I just figured it's a good dish to make some money off of. If it's good, I'll still appreciate it. But if it has a good story behind it, yeah, we wanted to announce that. We put it out in the universe, so now it has to come to fruition, right? We gotta stand on our word.
We'll make it happen.
All right, she's out.
Thank you, Nove.
Appreciate you. Wow, her first interview.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about Quan is he knows a lot of hidden gems. So definitely make sure you tune in. I can't wait to see what that dynamic is like. It's gonna be cool to kind of see just a different side of Quan. I think that'll be cool for a lot of different people to see. I'm sure not super different, but a little bit different when you're around your daughter. I mean, how can you not be, right? We're all different when our kids are around. And I mean, it's not that it's a bad thing or not, but when your kids are around, it's a different level of joy when you're around your kids. So it's gonna be dope to tune in.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, she brought it up to me today. I always wanted to kind of do something of that in that nature, or as far as just reviews. We enjoy eating out. Like, who don't enjoy eating out and spending time with their loved ones? So it's like doing two great things at once, and then making a video out of it and having some fun and entertainment for those who tune in. So I do know a lot of good gems. I appreciate you recognizing that. I already have like 10 places off the top of my head I want to go to. She said Asian spots, but it's definitely gonna be more than just Asian spots for sure. She really enjoys her Asian culture, I'll say.
No, that's a good thing to tap into your culture. I mean, my wife makes fun of me so much because, I enjoy Filipino food so much, but I'm like,
I
it's also
know,
important. I
I
really
know you
do.
do.
Whenever like, hey, she's like, I'm not really sure what I want. I'm like, Filipino food always right there. And she's like, how close? I'm like, 45 minutes. That's right there. I'm like, that's right there. I'm like, I'll find a way to make it on the way home. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? I'll find a way to route that in. But also, I'm like, it's important. It's important for our kids to have a love for the culture because there's gonna be times where they go back. I'm sure, like maybe they want to go back for a summer, and you don't want all that stuff to be new to them. You
yeah,
know, um, not that it's the most important thing, but it's something that you should have a love for. Your heritage, your culture, have an understanding of that because it also keeps you grounded. It keeps you humble. So a lot of cultures come from humble beginnings, and so it's really
yeah,
important for them to just understand that so that they remain humble and like look, remember where you came from, like be glad and look and always give thanks how far you've come, but never forget where you came from. How much God's blessed you on the way, or your family or those who come before you. So uh, make sure that they tapped into their Puerto Rican and Filipino roots is really important. So I don't blame her for loving the Asian food.
yeah.
That's
Nah,
cool.
nah,
That's
nah.
good money.
I talk about it all the time. I talk about it all the time. It's funny because you know I'm happy that she's tapped into the culture, right? I grew up. All my boys are Spanish and black, and there was no Asians around, other than like a few of my cousins. But it wasn't like an Asian culture like that. Like we didn't fucking
Right.
sit around the table eating rice and shit. To be honest, like it just wasn't that. Nah, I'm being serious. Like, so like I'm just talking about like based off of the movies. Like that's what I've
That's
seen,
what
right?
Asian people do. You're sitting on the floor, eating with your hands, drinking sake. You saying that's what
Yo,
Asian
so
people do?
that in my opinion, that's what it was when I was young. You know what I mean?
Sure,
'Cause
yeah, that's what's
I'm just
portrayed.
watching. I'm watching off the movies and shit.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, yeah. To me, that's what it was. So that's not what I was into. Like it's there's a Chinese restaurant. I think it was called Golden Walk. But every time walking home from school, we can get the chicken fingers, the chicken wings for like I think it was $4 or something for like four
And
of them.
in London, on Coleman?
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, not the one
Yo.
on Coleman. This one was on Broad Street because it was close to the middle school. But
Okay.
like me and my boys, we'd always try and put in $1 each to go get at least some chicken wings.
Right.
But that was Chinese food to us. Like that was Asian food. But obviously, as I got older and I started making my own money and all that, and venturing out, and also meeting my dad tapped me into the culture. Right. So like, I actually just had this conversation. Shout out to my boy John. He was eating duck from an Asian restaurant. And a lot of the boys in the chat was like, "Duck? Like, what the fuck you eating duck, bro? Like, who eats duck?" He's like, "Shit's good." And he
Facts.
enjoyed it, and it is good. I was introduced to duck when I met my dad because he he would take it was called duck pecan bun bao or something like that. Um,
That sounds
and
crazy.
oh, it's banging. So he introduced me to duck, and then on the bun bao, which is the soft bao buns.
Life
And
changing.
yeah, life changing, bro. Life changing. Uh, but that's the thing too, right? Some people are scared to try new things. Hopefully, maybe our platform will open them up to trying something, and that's something that I always appreciated of Nove was she might not eat it or might like it, but she'll try it, right?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I think y'all should really tap in to your Filipino roots and try some balot. You know what balot is?
Oh no, I'm not trying that, bro.
Nah, what? What?
That's a whole Asian delicacy. That's not just the Philippines. My dad tried to get me to try that.
Listen,
At 5 in the
tap.
morning, I came home from the bar, fucking smacked
That's the
DVD,
time to have it.
and it was 5 in the morning. He had to take my sister and her mom to the airport. I got a video of it. I'll send you the video. and he had like 20 of them shits. He's like, here, son, here. I looked inside, I was like, I ain't eating that shit. That shit about to fly away. I'm like, you good? For those who don't know, look up what
Balut.
Balut. Yeah,
Yeah.
but look that up. Look that up.
I could put a picture on the clip. That's
Yeah,
fine.
put a picture on the clip.
So they
The
can't
pictures
avoid
of the
it.
clips is fire, bro.
Yo,
Like
that
when he did
picture
the
of
cowboy joint,
the
that was
cowboy
fire.
shit. Listen, man, the graphics are coming along slowly but
Yeah.
surely.
Yeah. It's mad funny because in the video, I was like, Dad, I'm calling Peter. And that's when my brother was like, Peter Pocket? I'm like, you
Oh,
know what, Adam?
was he fried too, or is he just being him?
Adam's just being Adam. I love that guy. Adam, I love you, man. Don't take it personal. I know you're going through some shit, but you'll be all right.
I think one thing that y'all mentioned, which I think is so exciting, is just the opportunity that you have. Because, like you said, you travel, and I know you travel. I mean, listen, been to Boston. Just you and I personally, we've been to Boston, Atlantic City,
Yeah,
Prob a bunch of times, Westerly a
yeah.
bunch of times. I mean, we
Wesley.
traveled for some food. Hartford a bunch of times.
Yeah.
New Haven. So we've been, and but I think that time is so special that you get to spend with your daughter, just having conversations. You know what I mean? And that's an important part, especially as she goes into this next part of her life, where she's. I always tell people like this. Back when I was a kid, I thought I needed them. I'm an adult now. I know I need them because there's just so much wisdom that I could tap into there. You know, my dad's like, I don't want you to miss out on the opportunities. Not that I think I'm smart or anything like that. It's just I have the experience. I've been through a lot of shit. I made a lot of mistakes. And why put yourself through the same shit if you could just come and ask a question? So it's
Yeah.
dope that you guys are gonna have that because that's just naturally gonna come up in conversation. You know, what's going on maybe in her life or whatever. That maybe if you didn't have that time wouldn't come up.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for you and for her and your relationship to continue to grow. And I mean, and then if you end up making money off of it, even better, right? Like you said, if you end up doing somewhere that can springboard something that she wants to do for a career, whether it's her, we were talking before the show, how she really likes her hairdressing classes that she's doing, or anything else she decides to do. I know she's very artistic. So,
Very.
so that could springboard into a bunch of different places. So that's dope that you guys are doing that.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. I really am.
I could tell, man.
So
I could tell you're excited.
It's gonna start with the food. Then it's gonna start with. Then it's gonna go into the bourbon.
Oh, no, I mean, listen, the bourbon. This is week number 2 on the Buffalo Trace, man.
There you
This shit is
go.
this
There
shit
you
is
go.
fire, brother.
So right now is like this time of the year is the best time to go looking for bourbon, because that's when they put a lot of the allocated stuff that you can't find out for the holidays. Just saying that.
Wow. I
Yeah.
should go and look.
Yeah.
The crazy shit is in Washington because so package stores are a thing, but they're not super popular like they are in Connecticut. Because in Washington, I got this Buffalo Trace at my Safeway, which is like our version of Stop and Shop. Like,
Yeah.
imagine you go to Stop and Shop, you can get a bottle of Buffalo Trace. I got
Yeah,
this shit for
yeah.
$20 a bottle, bro.
Yeah, that's
$20
crazy.
a bottle, crazy.
That's crazy. You
And
can't beat
so,
that.
so whenever I see like a little mom and pop shop, I try to stop in because, of course, we always talk about like supporting local. But I've noticed like because these are big chains, they have more selections.
I wonder if it's because well, like I think it's Maine. I think it's Maine and New Hampshire where like the state has to sell it, so you can't go get liquor in the package store. You can
Right,
only get like beer and shit.
beer.
You got to go to the designated spots so that the state can sell it to you. All that shit.
Oh yeah, we got a crazy liquor tax. It's like I think it's like 20% or some shit like that
That's wild.
on
I remember when
spirits.
I went to Virginia, the tobacco tax was wild. They rang me up for my cigars, and I it was my first stop. So my first stop, I didn't question it because I didn't want to be that guy. Like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so I just paid for my cigars. The second time, I'm like, how's it this price? I only got 4 cigars. And it's like, oh, tobacco taxes is crazy. And they show me it, and they tax you. They tax you, then they state tax you, then they tobacco tax you. It was wild. It was wild.
How when they're so close to Tobacco Road right there in North Carolina, bro?
I have no idea.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, so like I'm paying almost double for what I'd be paying normal over here in Connecticut.
See, people complain about Connecticut, man. It's not half bad. Nah, Connecticut taxes heavy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Them property taxes hitting, income tax hitting.
I heard Rhode Island got rid of car taxes.
Yeah, I ain't got no
That's
car
what I
taxes
heard.
out here in Washington.
For real?
Yeah, but we
I-
gotta renew our tabs every year.
What kind of
So,
tab?
so our license plates, we put stickers
Oh,
on
the
them.
tags.
Yeah, the tags.
Connecticut used to do that.
Yeah, so we got them here. So every year you got to renew them. But other than that, no state income tax. I mean, there's property tax, but I don't own a home out here in Washington yet. But we're gonna be making moves.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be making moves, man.
It's funny. I got a lot of people hit me up for that cowboy shit, right? And
Popular. That was a popular
yeah,
little
so,
segment.
yeah, a lot of people thought that was funny. Some didn't know if they should believe it or not. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, if I could, I would round up some cattle right now in my backyard. You know what I mean? I got the property for it. I just don't have the horses
Or the cows.
or the cows. Yeah, fucking I have my cigar page, right?
Yep.
So I went and there's a brand of cigars called Lure for like fishing lures. So I had a good theme that I wanted to do, and there's the river over here. So I took like a tackle box and a fishing pole and some whiskey and shit, and I brought it down to by the riverbank. I took some good pictures, but I took Scooby with me, so it was difficult maneuvering him while trying to get the pictures I wanted to take, but also get pictures of him. He was in his Carhartt jacket. He looked like a cowboy dog.
Scooby got a Carhartt jacket. He's just bullshitting me.
Scooby's Carhartt jacket is fire too. It's like that.
Nah, you
like
don't
the-
trust
the
your
round-
dog up, bro.
Nah,
You
it
put
was
clothes
cold
on your
out.
dog?
No, you've never seen him with clothes. But he gets a Carhartt because he's cold out. Bro, it was just -6 over here.
He's not a cold weather dog. No, they
No,
used to
from
hunt
South Africa.
lions.
Yeah.
Oh, he's African.
Yeah.
Cut it out. You think was he that one viewer that we had in Africa?
Nah.
You said that I was watching on the Call of Duty computer that they use when they call in the missiles.
When they're scamming, that was crazy. Yeah.
Scooby's the Nigerian prince.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny, right? So last episode, I know you edited a lot, but even the shit you didn't that you put out there, it was funny, but it's like, all right, right? So how can I explain this? Like, there's a lot of people out there that do podcasting and interviews and shows, and it almost comes across like you're trying to be funny, or you're trying to, or even when we have guests sometimes, man, you could tell like they're trying too hard instead of just being themselves and just letting it flow naturally. And it's like, yo, we have so much funny ass content, but it's like we just won't put it out. It just won't.
Yeah,
You'll never see the light of day. But,
Some of it's too dangerous.
yeah, but it's stupid that we even have to think like that because you know that realistically, it's not coming from any like ill will or anywhere. Which also brings me to another point, right? Because I watched my comedian again last night. He just dropped another special. Well, not a special, but he dropped another YouTube joint. The shit he says is fucking hilarious, and it's probably what 90 to 99% of the people are thinking, but they just don't say it.
Won't ever say.
Yeah, but as a comedian, you can't think like that. Like you gotta just be able to.
I think there's also a different what's the word? Like there's people just view comedians differently, right? Because that just comes with the job. That comes with the territory. Like that's how they eat. That's how they make a living is doing
Yeah.
this. Like we're not necessarily a comedy podcast, right? Like we're
No.
not comedians, but we just say things off the cuff. And so I think there's certain things that when we listen back to it, you're just kind of like, man, I hope that came off the way that I was thinking it came off. Or Because some people, and the thing is, like when you watch a comedy special, you're looking at the person, right? You're looking at the comedian, you're seeing how the crowd's reacting because they
Yeah,
cut to
yeah,
the
yeah.
crowd, right? Some people might be listening to our podcast audio only. That's actually the most popular way that people consume our show. And so they might not see our facial expressions. They might not see you smiling as you're lining up a joke or something like that. And
Yeah.
so, because you'll be able to deliver something like you're dead serious,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
That's probably where half my comedy is. It's like, is he serious? Like, is that guy serious right now?
And then you're like, oh, where's the laugh at? And there's no laugh. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's no laugh because we're laughing, but we're quiet.
Yeah.
You know, and then but when we edit it out, it cuts to when we start talking again. So then people were like, oh, he was fucking serious. He thinks orphanages are funny. You know, he
Yeah,
thinks
that's terrible.
he thinks foster home is a joke kind
Yeah,
of shit.
no.
No, it's only a joke when it's used as a joke. That's it. Yeah, it's December 26th. We're recording. So yesterday was Christmas, and it's definitely different now for me being a dad, right, and getting to see my kids, doing it. But there's like the little piece of me. I'm like, damn, these fucking kids got it good, man. These little pieces of shit. You know what I mean? Like, like, they don't even.
Yeah,
Like
they
they don't appreciate this shit.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't
yeah.
appreciate this shit. And they're just like, oh, I don't want to play with this toy right now. Like, what do you mean you want to play with this toy? You're lucky you even got one toy, and let alone 20 of them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. It's funny because being around the Christmas time, I'm talking to people, like I talk to a lot of different people. So I was telling them like, damn, there's only 2 Christmases that I remember as a kid. Just 2. So if I could make Nova remember 10 that like meant something to her, then I think I did a good job, right? But I get what you're saying. It's like Nova got blessed this year. Like she really got blessed, and it's not all for me. I think she deserves it. I think she's having a good year in school. It's the little things. She got a job. She works hard.
Right.
And she's balancing the two. She has aspirations of the business, like we talked about. She's thinking creatively, what else to do. So I don't mind her getting the things that she's getting. As long as she keeps up what she's doing and just continues to grow. It's funny. I should have had to tell you this story. She went to college, like a trip, so they could kind of like see what college is like as a high school student. It was like a field trip, and she was one of the only ones that answered the question of, "What do you think college is?"
A scam.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much, that's what I told her after. Like, it's all about the money.
A business.
Oh, yes, dollar bill. Like, they don't give a fuck. I did tell her that. Like, it's not like high school where they're gonna get on you to get your grades in and get your schoolwork done because they don't give a. As long as they're getting money, they're getting money. So yeah, but her answer was pretty dope, which I don't feel like telling it. So maybe if she comes back in here, I'll have her say something. But she had a good Christmas to say the least.
Yeah, that's dope, man. You say I don't even know growing up if I had any Christmases that stand out. Not to say that, my Christmases were bad or anything like that. My parents always did what they could, and we always had gifts and stuff like that. But I think every Christmas just kind of felt the same, which was,
Yeah, but there
you
was
spend
never
time
like,
with family and
you have a great family, so that's why it could probably blend in together. But there was never like a time where like you got a specific gift you've been wanting, or like your brother did something wild that was just like, oh, I remember this Christmas forever.
Nah, I think there was one Christmas that now that you said something about a gift where my sister got me this gift. Because my sister, she's really my aunt, but my parents raised her. She's like 16 years older than me, and so
Mhm.
I was like, what? I don't know, 5, 6, 7 at the most. And she got me this. You remember the Leapfrog toys? I'm sure you got some for no. They're like learning shits. And back in the
Ooh.
day, So there's these leapfrog toys, and like sometimes they had these pens, and you could touch like a little icon with the pen, and it would tell like, oh, it's like a frog or whatever.
Oh
So
yeah, 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 yeah,
toys
yeah.
like that. So my sister got me this
At
one.
7 years old.
I mean, it was like 5, 6, 7, bro. It was like a,
I'm just,
but
mess- I'm just messing with
I
you,
was
bro.
a slow learner.
Yeah,
But then
clearly.
she got me this one that came with CDs. And that's when like you put in the computer and it was like a game kind of thing. And you could play and it help you like with learning big words and math and shit like that. I'm trying to make it sound good so I don't look dumb because you
Yeah, you already,
challenged me.
you already did that. He was 7 years old.
Bro, ABCs was tricky, bro.
This guy was 7 years old learning what a frog is. It's crazy.
Listen, it's tricky, bro. It's not easy to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's not
funny
easy to
as
do
fuck,
that.
bro. That's funny, bro.
It's tricky. Anyways, but I remember when I opened it, I was like dead straight. I was like, I don't want this. Like, I'm a kid. Who the gift of learning? Like that shit is whack as fuck. Now, like,
Oh, you remember it as a that's crazy.
oh, it was a bad. It was a
no,
dumbass
no.
gift.
You remember it as a.
But you know what?
That's
You know
wild.
what? You know.
You remember your Christmas because of a bad gift. It's
But you know
wild,
what's
bro.
you know what's crazy is
nah.
no, it was just one bad gift. It was just that one bad gift. But what's crazy is that after I actually started using it, I actually fucked with it. You know what I mean? I was like, oh,
yeah,
this
you
is
started
dope.
learning. You're like, damn, should have learned this fucking 5 years ago.
I'm like, oh, so 2 comes after 1. But no, there's not like one specific Christmas that sticks out above the other.
So
But like
I
you
got
said, it
2.
was just spend time with family, eating good food, bullshitting. And now I'm an adult, I actually enjoy it more as an
Did your
adult.
family celebrate on Christmas Eve or on Christmas?
Christmas Day.
Okay. I know a lot of my Spanish, well, a lot of my Dominican friends, they celebrate. Just Spanish, I guess they celebrate Christmas Eve mostly. So there's 2, right? One was, I don't know how old I was. I was probably like 5 or 6, and I remember I had all these Ninja Turtles and GI Joes. Like, you thought I was spoiled. I had so many toys by the tree, and then I think maybe it stands out because my mom actually took pictures of this Christmas too, because that's when I got my first dog. So I had my first dog in that Christmas.
Wow.
I remember I took him outside in the back. It was mad snow out there. We run around in the snow for hours. And then the only other Christmas I remember, so my mom used to, she used to like to party a little bit. And I would usually go to my boy's house on Michael Road. Shout out to Willie and AJ. They're Puerto Rican, so they would celebrate Christmas Eve. So they'd be all partying, we'd be playing Sega at the time. And I remember it was late. It was after 12. I want to say I was probably like 9, 10 maybe. And my mom's like, we got to go home. Santa came. I'm like, all right. I know. We got to hear Matt's story about Santa.
Nah, I ain't got nothing to say about Santa.
We go back to the crib, and there was a bike. My mom bought me a bike, and I remember
That's fire.
it was like 1 a.m. I'm riding a bike around the projects in Laurel Drive, fucking ecstatic.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah. But other than that, that's the only 2 I remember. And then obviously a bunch of no's. I remember a bunch of no's.
Oh yeah. Now with the kids, I remember every Christmas, all 4 of them. All 4 years, I remember
So,
like what kind of gifts we got. And
yeah.
just like each year, like how their reaction changed. Like this year, Emmanuel really got it, and so like when he was opening up the gifts, he was like taking his time with it. Like, no, I want to be nice with the paper, and he's saying, and then he would see what it is, and his face would light up, and then he would just go crazy ripping it up, and I'm like, that is what you live for.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Ezekiel just not giving a shit.
Yeah, he'll play with the box.
No, he was just like, he didn't want to open the gift. He got one little toy, and he was like, I don't care about the rest of them.
Yeah,
like, but so it was just so awesome to like see the joy on their faces of like, on E-Man's face, because Ezekiel is just like,
yeah, it is what it is.
He's like, that's that piece of shit. He's like,
this is really what you did to me.
He's like, that's dog water.
Yeah.
He was not
Actually,
impressed.
You know what's funny?
Not impressed.
So Scooby got it made. Somebody said something about Scooby. I'm like, yo, Scooby's all right, man. Scooby drinks filtered water. Like,
Cool, we got it made, man.
he'll be all right. There is something that you kind of made me want to think about because you had brought up the CD and as like a game, right?
Mhm.
Your present was like a game. So you're probably too young, but the only game that was popping when I was a kid, well, not the only game, but this was like the game, especially at school, was Oregon Trail.
Oh,
And,
Oregon Trail. Yeah, I
and
heard of Oregon Trail.
it came on a floppy disk. The shit was a
I know
floppy
floppy
disk.
disk.
So, are you familiar with the game?
Yeah, you have to like make these decisions along the trail, and whatever you do impacts you further down the road,
Yeah, yeah,
kind
yeah.
of deal.
But I'll never beat it. I can never beat the game because you always end up dying before you get there. Cause
Yeah,
it's like the wagon fell off, you lost your cattle, you got bit by a rattlesnake, Susie
right,
got the measles. Like it was
right.
crazy. It was great. Now looking back at it, it's crazy,
So
especially
you
because
ate and you're stressed. You're like, what the
yeah,
fuck is measles, son?
yeah.
You're like, is that an animal?
Yeah, it's like, yo, how do I change a wagon tire wheel?
And there
Like,
was no Google. There was no Google. Or Google was an infant back then.
so check this shit out, right? It's funny how shit comes full circle. So I got done with Yellowstone. There's another
Wagon.
half left, right? There's another half left. So I'm trying to find out how I could watch it. Peacock ain't released it yet. So the only way to watch it is if I buy each episode from Amazon, which I'm not gonna do.
No, they're gonna tax you.
Yeah, they're gonna tax you, but maybe I will. But what happened was I started looking more into the writers' shows that he'd been writing, and I seen he came out with one called 1883. He does like a lot of. I noticed he does like a lot of Western type movies. So,
Sure.
but I looked it up and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this. Come to find out, 1883 is like the prequel to Yellowstone because the main character is James Dutton, who is that's the Yellowstone is the Dutton Ranch, and it goes. Just to give you some kind of like insight, that they had that
Oh
ranch
boy.
from generations, right? For like fucking I don't know how many a lot. So this is basically how he got to Yellowstone and ends up getting the land. I'm assuming because I'm still early in it, but he's traveling the trail to get to. They're trying to get to Portland, so Oregon, right? They're trying to get to Oregon, and I guess at some point he's gonna end up in Washington, but I don't know when and how.
Trust
But
me, ain't shit in Oregon. You
but
don't
here's
want to
the
go
thing.
there.
Here's the thing. I know I heard that. So in the show, just like the game, they had like 30 people with them or more, and they're dying from the measles and getting ran over by the wagon, the rattlesnakes, all that shit. So I was like, damn, it's like seeing the video game and
There you go.
in the show now. But yeah,
That's why, like, when older people are like, yeah, Oregon. I'm like, you clearly never played the game one. Like, that's Oregon is like you wanted to go to Washington but missed. You know what I mean? Like, you just went a little low.
yeah.
That's it. I mean, shout out to my people in Oregon. I know some people in Oregon just through work, but I'm like,
The comedian always says like Oregon is the state of weird. Like if you're weird,
I
you're
heard
gonna
it.
end up in Oregon.
I heard it's like the state version of Walmart.
Don't tell me. Not if it's Lisbon Walmart. That is wild. That is wild.
Lisbon Walmart. I mean, this is for our viewers, because not everybody knows Lisbon Walmart. Got some people that, live in New York or Massachusetts, Florida, here on the West Coast. You don't know what Lisbon Walmart is. So imagine, Walmart already got this aura, right? I don't even know if aura is the right word, but it has this infamy, right? And not even the good kind of infamous, but it's infamous, right? For all the bad reasons. That's what Walmart is. Now, imagine if you took that place and like put it on Mars. That's Lisbon Walmart in a nutshell.
Pretty much.
And apparently Oregon
If you like suspense,
is that. Florida's
you
close
like-
to that too, though.
if you like thrillers, if you like the movies where like you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, Lisbon Walmart is for you because you just
That's
don't know what is gonna happen when you go there.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're going to see. I remember one time I was going on I was still in high school. I was going on a date to the movie theater because the movie theater, Elizabeth Landon's right there, same parking lot. And you come off the highway, and so you take a left off the highway, you take a left into the parking lot, and it kind of like you go in, but they keep going up the road instead of turning into the Walmart. So in the back of the parking lot, I'm turning, and I see something on fire.
There's a
And I'm
fire.
like,
Yeah, I
what the?
remember this story.
And there's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
car on fire, and there's just a bunch of people around it like this, like warming themselves up and shit. Mind you, it was like May, like it wasn't even cold. And I'm like, this is on brand. Like,
Yeah.
Walmart should take that picture and be like, these are the kind of people that shop here at this store. I've never been to a more strange place. And I've been to Florida, and I don't think Florida even tops that. Florida's a
Nah.
strange place, bro.
Yeah. Especially depending on what area of Florida you're at. For sure.
Bro, I got family in Jacksonville. Weird place.
Jacksonville's wild.
Orlando. I got family like in
I got family in
Kissimmee.
Orlando.
And Disney's there. A lot of offy kids there. A lot of offy kids.
A lot of tourists. A lot of tourists.
People
out there.
stopping on the road to save turtles crossing the road. I'm like, what are you doing? That turtle got a shell. You don't. You getting smacked.
Yo.
Smacked.
Damn, that reminds me of I always end up watching like clips and like rails, and I always end up stumbling across some gators or some snakes. And it's like they're like the two biggest fears of my life, and can't help but watch them. Now the reason why they're fair is because I went to Gatorland as a kid, and I pissed my mom off, and she picked me up and acted like she was gonna throw me in the damn pit.
She probably was thinking about it. She was thinking about it.
She definitely was.
Because
she said it.
They say that they can smell fear.
Who? The gator?
The gators and the snakes. No, they really just they sense them. They can sense the movement. They sense the movement. But
now I just do like this underneath their jaw and just hold it.
Oh yeah, let me know how that goes.
Yeah, so I see the guy.
This guy's gonna come back with one arm. Be like, all right. So I wanted to, now that we talking about states, Oregon Trail. So I never played the game, but I got in my coworker group. I'm probably the youngest by at least 6 or 7 years. So almost a whole generation. And they always make these comments and stuff, and then they'll say something about like their time in high school and be like, oh man, you wouldn't know about that, would you? And I'm like, no, I guess not. So what I want to do is I want to take the 50 states and do like a March Madness bracket of like the offiest states, and I wonder who would win. What do you think? If you
West
had to
Virginia.
Like, West Virginia.
Straight up.
That's a sleeper pick.
No, West Virginia all day. You know
that Appalachia shit is crazy. Them people that live in the Appalachia regions.
Yeah, bro. Good luck. I think of West Virginia. I think of you ever see
Racism.
Wrong Turn? I'll definitely think of racism. Unfortunately, I think of racism in every fucking state still. It's sad, but it's true. You never see Wrong Turn?
No.
So I'm pretty sure it's based in West Virginia. She took the wrong turn, got off an exit, and
game over.
It's West Virginia, bro. And you ever see Hills Have Eyes?
Yeah, well, pieces of it, not the whole thing.
So I think that was like in the desert, but when I think of West Virginia, I think of people with Hills Have Eyes. Like they're just
that's on brand.
Fucked up. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not. That's just the perception I have. Just like when people think of Connecticut, they don't think of Connecticut how we know it, right? They think of rich mansions and people outside of Connecticut.
Really?
Yeah. You never heard of that?
No, because our most popular cities are like Bridgeport, Hartford.
No, people don't
New
think
Haven.
of, but when they think of Connecticut, they think of mansions and they think of like Greenwich and shit like that. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro.
I guess because so many celebrities have like beach houses and stuff in Connecticut.
And it's
like,
Connecticut's like the richest state and shit. So it's
one of them, yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, so people get the misconception of what Connecticut is.
until they show up. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. Fucking land in Hartford, end up in Bridgeport. It's like, oh shit.
So speaking of Bridgeport, shout out to my people in Bridgeport. So I was doing this. I was just looking this shit up because my dad was talking about like the GDP, like highest GDP per city in the United States, and Bridgeport's in the top 10.
What's
Believe it or
GDP?
not. So average income or gross domestic product per capita. So like on average, people make this much money, and I think it was like 85,000 or something like that.
In Bridgeport?
Mm,
And that's on the books. Imagine the
on the
ones that's not
books,
on the books.
a lot of people off the books.
A lot of people off the
A lot
books.
of people off the books.
Oh, nah, man. I could believe it because Bridgeport's not too far from like Stanford and the borderline of like in New York. So it's a quick trip to get over there and make money.
Yeah, it's also
right?
one of it's like the biggest port city in Connecticut too. So a lot of the stuff that
yeah.
gets, ships and
Yeah.
stuff too. But I'm like, really? I didn't know people had that perception about Connecticut. I
Yeah,
thought people
bro, I ask around. You ain't never seen the memes? There's a meme about it. Like people think about Connecticut, and then it's like, and it says, but what it really is, and it shows like different cities.
that's
Like the
because they
fucked
never
up.
been to New London County.
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
The only time they go to New London County is to go to the casinos.
exactly.
That's what it
Most
is.
times when I'm out of town or if I'm somewhere, and they're like, "Where you from?" I'm like, "By the casinos," and they're like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, just don't tell them where.
I can't believe. I'm like, yeah, I'm on Coleman Street by Sonny's where my mom makes the grinders out of love.
Fire. Top 5 sandwich, by the way. She's
Yeah.
still making sandwiches there?
Yeah, she is. She fucked up my last one. I ain't going to her for a while. I ain't gonna lie. She fucked it up. I told her. I was like, Mom, I'm
Mom's fucked
disappointed.
it up. That's crazy because I've never had a bad sandwich from her ever.
Yo, shout out to my mom. Yo,
Ever.
my mom's wild. So I had Nova with me, right? And we go in there. She's like, no, I didn't even want a grinder. I was good. She's like, son, take a grinder. Get a grinder for you and Nova. We'll go have lunch. I'll even meet you after. She's like, tell me, go ahead, just get the grinder. I was like, I don't want a grinder. I was like, no, if you want a grinder, she's like, sure, Dad, because, she wanted her grandmother to make her whatever. She makes the grinder. She charges me for the grinder. I don't even have, I don't even have cash on me like that. She's lucky I had like a $10 bill on me because I never carry cash. So I pay for this grinder. Then she's like, wait for me. So we go eat at the park. And she didn't want to like spend time. What she wanted me to. She don't know how to email a picture of like her disability she had to do or something. So she made me do this while I was eating this grinder, and I'm telling her, first off, this grinder sucks. Second, you don't even want company. You just wanted me to do this for you, which I don't want to do. It was a debacle, bro.
Wasn't it last app? Yeah, Nova's what?
Noah was in tears laughing because she knew how aggravated I was. But
wasn't it last episode or maybe the episode before like maybe 2, 3, 4 at the max episodes ago that you're like, yo, I'm turning a new leaf with my mom? How recently was this?
Nah, that was a while ago. That was summertime. Summertime.
All right.
It was summertime. Like I said, we went to the park. We went to the park at 8.
That's funny.
Yeah.
No, don't listen. Listen. We was just in Connecticut, what, a month ago? And my wife was
Yep.
like, come on, let's go to the beach. We went to Squam, B.
No, I
We
seen
went to
that.
Squam. It was brick. She's like, oh, it's a lovely day. I was over here, category 5 wins.
Yo,
Just
I seen
brick,
that,
bro.
I'll tell you what, the pictures came out fire.
Of course
But
they
I
did,
was
'cause I
like,
took them.
I was like, how in the hell are they at the beach right now? It's beyond me.
I was getting ready. I'm like, yo, I've never come so close to calling DCF. I'm like, yo, look what she's putting her kids through. Look at this shit. Look at this shit right here. I'm
Nose
like,
is running.
Done, bro. Cheeks red.
Yeah.
Cheeks on her face.
Lips
Come on,
are
guys.
blue.
Lips are blue, chapped. My son's
Crazy.
crying. The moment he starts crying, ice cubes coming from his eyes.
They're frozen.
They're frozen. Just done.
Did they touch the water?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that was another thing. So like the tide was coming in, and E-Man he kind of knows because we go to some of the lakes and stuff here where the tide will come in and it'll go out and come in and go out and whatever. But Ezekiel does not understand, and so he was getting smoked by the water
By the
coming up.
water? Yo,
Oh
those waves don't play either in
nah,
Musqueam.
he wasn't getting hit in the face, but it was coming up and wetting his feet and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And you know that water, you can only swim in it like 1 month out of the year, like late
Mhm.
August, because if not, it's brick as shit. And so the water's cold. He likes it, but his teeth are chattering, nose is running. And I'm like, we got to get out of here, man.
That's funny.
So any weather, I guess, in Connecticut you can go to the picnic park anytime.
6 degrees, 3 degrees the other day.
That's crazy.
3 degrees, bro. Fucking brick.
You got to come out to the
Oh,
West Coast, man.
I
It was like
know.
42 today.
I know. My man in Tampa was like, "Wow, it's 70 something." I'm like, man, don't remind me.
We always talk about accountability, goal setting, super important. So I'd love to see kind of like what your guys' dreams and aspirations for it is and like what your goal is. Right. It's gonna obviously start in the new year, unless you guys end up doing something this weekend and putting it out. I would love to see, if you're starting the beginning of the new year, like what's your goals 3, 6, 9 months, 12 months in? Like, is the goal to be the new One Bite pizza review, but instead it's like, One Bite dumpling? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think like this was presented to me today. So for me to have a goal and all that, right
Get
off the
better.
top,
Come on. Get
I
better.
don't know if we discussed that. Well, it's a partnership, so I can't have just my goal. I gotta have what she wants in mind too.
Now this
My
guy's
goal,
soft.
my goal is to just have quality time spent and make those memories that will always live on from her for her, even when I'm not there. That's my goal.
Come on, man. I only said those things because she was in the room, bro. Let's talk
What do you
fucking
mean?
bread, bro. Let's talk bread right now. Fuck with
Nah,
you. I'm fuck with
yo, to be honest, if we can start making some bread off this, I'm for it. But I got to start somewhere.
Nah, 100%.
I think with Noam's personality and her charm mixed with my chaotic behavior, I think it has potential to do some numbers for sure.
I'm wondering if it's gonna flip a little bit though. Like, I wonder if like there's a side. Obviously, I haven't had a whole lot of interactions with No, but she's like quiet, kind of reserved. I wonder like
I knew you was gonna say that.
if there's gonna
No, come here.
somebody that's gonna, like a little of that reservations kind of go away because she's in a comfort space. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And I
so
think
Nove she has a streak of myself and her mom in her for sure. We was just talking about it. She be wilding sometimes.
oh, she
Which
gave
is
Scooby some looks. I'm like, oh, that's Quan right
oh
there.
no, oh yeah, she be wilding. She just threw a drink at somebody the other day. Like
She
that's
just threw
not
a drink
funny.
at somebody
Yeah. So like
in school
don't get it confused. No, on the street.
on the street.
Some random lady. Cause she was talking shit to her mom or something. So she got involved. But that's another conversation I have to have with her. The
Yeah,
point being is don't get it confused. She definitely has Quan's blood and her mom's blood in her where,
well,
you
yeah.
don't wanna push the wrong button type of thing.
But I'm saying like, that side, right?
Yeah.
How many people know that side? So I think
Not
that'll be
many.
cool. I think that'll be cool to kind of see the dynamic. And everybody knows you as this guy that's kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want, whatever kind of deal.
Yeah.
But who knows if you're gonna be that way?
Oh, I'm gonna be that way.
Yeah,
She
you
knows I'm
probably
that
would
way.
be. You
She
probably
knows
be
I'm that way now.
I know you're that way. I hate going out to eat with this guy. Something's not right. It's just wild uncomfortable. I'm like, yo, wait at least until we get our food first. Like, wait till I get my plate before you start complaining.
I think it's in the blood. We're talking about how you have an aggressive side to you, even though you look, charming.
I think that I've grown into like a more outspoken person because now like I used to always have like, oh, I want to tell this person like to just stop talking, or I want to stick up for this person. I'd be scared to.
Sound just like your dad. I want to tell this person to stop talking. That is a
Oh.
crazy line, bro.
just stop talking, right? But I will say too, like even during her like school, like parent teacher meetings and stuff, they talk about how she does advocate for other students and shit now, which is a big thing for Nove because she's always been quiet and shy and reserved. So I think it started from that into gradually like seeing how much she can get away with just being a complete ruthless, you assassin at sometimes.
Yeah, but everybody's used to that from you. You know what I mean? That's not new. That's not new. That's not
But you
new.
want to see me more reserved.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like there might be a side of you. Maybe I don't know because now you're with your daughter. You know what I mean?
No, I don't, do you think I'm reserved when I'm with you? Like meaning like I don't like get crazy.
No, there's one core memory though. I do.
The core memory. I want to know what this one is because I don't know what it is.
It's always the fast lane. You don't like when anyone's in the fast lane for too long and they're just not doing this. I don't know. They're just drifting. They're not supposed to switch lanes. I already know.
Yeah.
Why this man tell me, no, grab the bat? Because I don't know what they did. I think they cut you off or something like that. And you got so mad. I was like, you're joking, right? This man actually made me grab the bat and give it to him. He waving out the window. That's a like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a public service announcement to anybody that drives in the fast lane on the highway. You don't belong there. That's for you to pass. So get your ass back in the right lane as soon as you pass whatever car you're passing, and everything will be all good. I don't know what it is around this area specifically, but they just cruise in the left lane, and it drives me fucking absolutely crazy. Now I keep these. I shouldn't even incriminate myself, but I keep
Do
these
it.
glass bottles in my where the drinks go, just in case I have to throw it at somebody on the road.
That's not true.
Like that ass.
That's not true.
So today there was a car that it was going like 65 in the left lane, and it would not move over. So I got stuck behind him for a good 5 minutes. So I finally got in front of him, right? And my intention wasn't to throw the glass at the car, but throw it like immediately where I am. So when it follows me, their tires get popped. But yeah,
You want to keep that piece or
no, you can edit that one out.
you want to tell them what kind of car you drive? Maybe what color, make, model? That is insane. Listen, get the
Look
bat.
at
The
my
fact,
family. Look how offy these people are.
the fact that get the bat is a core memory is I'm not sure if it's
No's
cool.
core memory. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like a cool memory concerning or a concerning memory.
I was a teenager and I had gone to McDonald's, and I remember I went to McDonald's and my ruthlessness. I got my fish fillet, and I believe I was with somebody, and we went to Wendy's, and Wendy's had a problem with me bringing my McDonald's in, but I was like, I'll buy something from Wendy's. Like, what are you talking about? And then they gave me a hard time and a hassle. So I was like, fuck this place. And as I was walking out, I spit the fish fillet all over the glass door. It was disgusting. I was like, who trained me? Who raised me? Then I was like, nobody. So that speaks a lot.
That's not a redeeming quality.
Oh no, it's not. It's not good. But I changed. I changed my ways. I don't think I'd spit on the. I might, depending on the situation.
Nah, you literally said you keep a glass bottle in your cup holder. This guy out here playing Mario Kart, trying to use an item.
Yeah. Exactly. You get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
He's trying to hit the item box. It's a Heineken bottle.
Hopefully we don't run into that, because I'm sure we'll run into some owner or somebody who, who got a problem with what we're doing, maybe, or they feel otherwise. Because I'm gonna give my honest opinion, and if they feel a certain type of way, then let them.
Well, it depends where you're gonna do the review. Like, are you doing it inside the restaurant? You could avoid it by doing it inside your own car. So
No, I know, but I think that's part of the experience though. Is what do they call it? Like I can't think of the word. Like the lighting and all that shit. What do they call that?
the ambiance.
The ambiance. Yeah, we gotta remember that because we're gonna talk about that.
I'm sophisticated.
Yeah, so we gotta talk about the ambiance, what the mood gives off. You know what I mean?
That
Chill
leapfrog
vibes.
paid off. That leapfrog paid
It
off, by
did.
the way.
It did. He learned what a frog was at 7 years old.
Nah, don't even do that. Don't even do that. Listen, I'm a
Yeah.
college graduate. I'm educated.
Yeah. No, that doesn't mean that. You already told us. You already said it. He said college was a money grab.
Hold on. Look at this. Hold on. Check this out. You see that? You see that?
Shit.
That's a degree.
I could print that at Walmart.
No, this is a bachelor's degree, bro.
That fucking little ass frame, guy. Go get a real frame for that. Put that in the back. Look, he has nothing in his background. Put that in your background, guy. Yeah. Put something up there.
I don't want people to think I'm like a therapist or a doctor or some shit like
Well,
that.
sometimes
People think
you
highly
are.
of me. People think highly of me. So like they're like, wow, he's a doctor? Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, your background doesn't look like he's locked up.
Listen, I'm locked up. Listen, I rent this place, you know, so I don't want to really like make holes in the wall or nothing crazy
It's
like
called
that.
tape.
I'm trying to get my deposit back, bro.
Put tape down, guy.
Listen, the deposit is expensive.
We could
Listen.
put tape down.
$2,000 goes a long way.
It sure will.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I need to make sure I get my deposit back. My wife want to hang pictures. I'm like, hang what? Nope.
Yeah.
Use your phone.
Yeah.
Use your phone. It doesn't matter. This picture's hanging. I lost that battle.
See? So just put the pictures up.
No. I need some shred of dignity.
You need something back there.
I won the battle.
It looks like you're like ready for like the nuclear to hit. Like you're in a fucking what do they call it?
I'm one of those
bunker. Yeah, you're in a bunker.
Yeah. Maybe I am. I'm one of those people. What do they call them? The doomsday preppers.
You look like one of them. Yeah, like a fucking weirdo. With
no, I don't look like one of
your
them.
own piss and shit.
They all look the same. They
do that, no.
They got no hair right here. They got the long hair in the back.
Yeah. Take your hat off. All right.
Come on, man.
You're prepared.
You know what it is.
You're prepared.
No, I'm not. Listen, you can go to my cupboard. I only got 1 can of tomato sauce. Thank you very much.
I got 3 because I was sick recently. Well, I had 4, so I ate 1.
You ate a can of tomato sauce?
Tomato soup, excuse me. Like a grilled cheese and tomato soup. A grilled cheese dipped in tomato soup?
Hey, no, have you ever had your dad's famous butter pasta?
I thought about you the other day. I made that shit. You talking about the egg noodles.
She's had it? I'm guessing she's had it.
Of course she did.
No, I want you to... Your first little food review, no. I want you to rate that on a scale of 1 to 10 for me.
No. No cap. No, I've been cooking good lately. The steaks and shit? Okay, do that. All right, no, do that.
Stop forcing her.
YouTube.
No.
YouTube is my best friend. Yes. I be searing the steaks.
Siri.
Yeah. Anyways. She thinks she knows what she's talking about. Yeah, nachos is different. Because she made good nachos. Yeah, but I thought it's like because her nachos tasted good, I thought she did something different. Clearly, now I know that.
Yeah.
What off because.
Oh, I can't wait to dive into this. So you think the nacho cheese out of a can is good? Should I really trust your palate?
No, you're not understanding. And
I am understanding.
Nachos. Out of all the things I cook, are you kidding? My shrimp fajitas?
Bro. The meatballs are for real. Pause. But the meatballs
the
are
stuffed
crazy.
mozzarella meatballs?
Top 5. Top 5.
Remember we made the bibimbap? That's when we got snowed in. Come on, man.
How good was it if you got a reminder, though?
That's a good point. She clearly has a bad memory.
She has a great core memory. Get the bat.
Get the bat. That's the name of this episode.
Get the bat.
Oh, yeah.
I told you. You was gonna fight somebody? Yeah.
Yeah. I warned her once, though. I shouldn't have to warn you twice.
Why are all her core memories of you trying to fight somebody?
I don't know. The mad dad is funny.
You gotta come through next episode with some good dad core memories.
I know.
The
I
people
know.
are
You're making me look. You're making me look like a criminal, a crazy guy out
the
here.
listeners are concerned.
Yeah, they're gonna think that I put you through trauma.
He'll fit right in the Wild Wild West. No wonder
We
you want to
talking
become
about
a
all.
cowboy.
I talk about all these heartwarming stories, and she's like, "Yeah, go get the fucking bat." Capiche?
She's like, I remember one time I didn't wake up for school, so you showed up with a mask and a chainsaw.
Yeah, I'm not dealing. Do you remember when I went to the school when you was a little kid, and you said the boy had hit you? And I was like, "Which one? Which one?" And I was like, "Is it this one?" And you didn't want to tell me, but it was.
Yeah,
And
I
then
remember
people got mad
that.
at me.
I remember that.
Yeah, this kid.
No, but someone just say. What'd you say?
I said, "Who the fuck was it?"
Yo, no, stop talking. She's killing you right now.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'll protect her at all means. So
Yo,
I think I told this story.
Quan beats up kids is crazy.
No. I told that story though. It was before I went to Florida, to Tampa, and I went to her school. I went to her school. So these girls was talking shit about Nove out like loud on purpose, and Nove was all stressed out about it. Like she just didn't want to deal with it. So I said I'll deal with it. So it just so happened to be the day before. The day I was going to Florida, actually, I rerouted my whole trip so I can go to her school first before I jumped on a plane. So I go to the school. I was gonna talk to the principal because it just got so much shit going on with that fucking school. He was too busy, so I said, "All right." So I went to Noam's class, and I'm like, "No, which one? Who the fuck was it?" Like loud, right? So they could hear. Like I was like, "I'll fucking take care of it. I'll handle it." Like just obnoxiously loud, and Noam was like looking at me, so like her back was to the rest of the class, and we was just laughing about it. And I was like, they can't come find me because I'm about to get on the plane, so they ain't gotta look for me. They can't find me for at least
that's not embarrassing. Like, I mean, if that was mine, no. Oh, that's good because I'm like, are you kidding me? Maybe it's because whenever my mom had to show up to the school, I was getting beat. If my mom had to show up to school, she was whooping my ass right there in the school.
Yeah, I think if I was to do that to her, she would be embarrassed. But she knew I was doing it for her. Do you know what I mean?
I'd still be embarrassed. I'm like, come on, mom. But also maybe it's a pride thing because I'm a guy. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I fight my own battles, mom.
Well, it could be. Well,
is that why you were so mad at Daniel on the plane? So we need answers now.
No. Daniel's just a bad little fucking kid. I'll tell you about Daniel later.
The thing is, though, I will say with my dad all the time, no matter if like I'm sad or I'm angry, he'll drop whatever he's doing, make sure I'm okay. You even see if I'm okay, you know kind of how I get stimulated or I'm too stressed out. Yeah, but and also matter of fact, all this I post all the stuff that I got for Christmas on my story, and someone called me, "Oh, so you're spoiled." I'm not spoiled. I don't think what even makes someone spoiled? I don't even understand.
I don't know. I just told him like you got a good Christmas, but you deserved all the things you got. Yeah. And you earned it. Yeah, I got a picture. I'm gonna send you. You can put it in on that like while she says that.
Yeah, I got you.
It's literally her in a princess dress on my shoulders in Disney World, and she was like 5, and I had to walk around with her on my shoulders for 3 hours. I think I was done with the gym after that.
I just want to know, was that story that you threw out there? You said all those nice things about your dad because he's kind of been incriminating himself. And you've been incriminating him throughout this entire episode. Like, blink twice if you're okay. That's one thing.
Don't do that. Don't do
That's
that.
okay. Because, you know, we could.
Eventually, Emmanuel's gonna be on there.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We could revisit this in a couple of years.
Oh
and
yeah,
be
we
like,
will.
oh, my dad used to beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, we
You know what I
will.
mean? Every time that I would talk back to him, he would spank me, kind of shit. It's real
Yeah.
shit. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. But man,
Yeah,
what a dope
He
show.
made us stay in these rooms with nothing on the walls.
This is the only room that has nothing on the walls, by the way. I'm gonna throw that out. I want to throw
Yeah.
that out there.
This was
My
a good
living
show.
room, it has pictures of my family. My room got pictures of me and my wife, and I think of Emmanuel maybe. I try to tell her, like, this is our room. Get the kids out of here. We don't need that shit in here. That's negative
Yeah.
energy. Don't need them.
Yeah. We
No, I'm
see
just
him
kidding.
enough.
See him enough. I see him every day. See him every day. Nah,
That's
I
why,
love
like,
my
when
children.
Nove got her school pictures, and it's like you're like they make you like buy wallet size still. Like, who the fuck carries pictures in their wallet anymore? Not this cowboy.
Not this cowboy. That's crazy.
You're a gangster then. Fake pussy devour at making art, so you ain't even gotta fake it.
Oh my god. Yo, you know what we should have did? We should have had her. She was trying to put me on to Gen Z slang.
What's good? Let's give it
We
a
should have
shot.
did that. Let's do
Let's
it.
give it a shot.
Give Matt, do it with Matt because I already answered half of the damn things you said. So go ahead.
I'm ready. Gen Z slang. Let's get it.
Camp. Do you know what camp means?
No fucking clue. Give me a context clue. Like, I need to hear it in a sentence.
All right, I'll let her give you it in a sentence. But I thought it was like us sitting in a bush in Call of Duty.
Warzone days real.
We was
Like,
chilling.
yo, you got plates?
I think
Yeah,
I
drop a
guessed
plate.
it, and I guessed that it was chilling. But he needs it in a sentence, though.
Was that correct? Hold the mic up so
No,
I
it
can hear
wasn't.
it clear.
What was it?
Say it in a sentence.
Yo, that's mad camp.
Yeah. What did I get myself into? What does
That's
it mean?
mad camp. Like,
Something that's ironically trendy. Like that's trendy. Or that's cool.
camp?
That's what that means. Yeah.
All right, give him another one.
Hop this one.
No.
Big yikes.
Big yikes. That sounds like something's bad. Like, yikes. You shouldn't have did that shit.
Yeah. That's what that means. Doesn't
We
mean
use that, though. We say yikes all the time.
That's well. There's a lot of shit in here we use. They just try to take it over.
Stan. You know
Damn.
what a stan is?
Yeah, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, I stand this. I stand, like, you get behind that. You fuck with it, kind of deal.
No, stand.
Stand? Like, with a D?
Stand. No D.
I don't know. Is that, what is it then? I thought that's what it was. Like, you fuck with it. Like, you.
It means you're a stalker and a fan, or you're
fuck
obsessed,
that.
but not in a creepy way.
You should know what Stan is from Eminem, bro.
Stand, yeah. Sure. I don't know, but use it in
What's
a
that word?
sentence.
Yo, that's chungy.
That face makes it like that's gross. That
It's
ain't
not
it.
trendy. It's not trendy.
Not trendy.
So is
Chingy?
that like
Chungy.
the rapper?
Chugi.
Chugi.
CHEUGY.
So like it's not it. Like that's not it.
Yeah, that's not it.
All right.
This ain't it.
Okay. You should this is most of the girls use this one. I use this one. Sip tea or what's the tea?
Oh, that's like what's gossip? What's you know?
You
What's the
knew that.
gossip?
You had to know that, right?
Yeah, I know that. I just had tea the other day. I wasn't feeling good. Who the hell is like, yo, let me wake up and drink some tea?
Take several seats.
Oh, what the fuck does that? What? I take
I think
several
that means
seats.
like fall back, chill out. What's
Nah.
the fuck? Yeah, so get up, fall back.
Yeah, fall back. Yeah, like fall back, or you gotta get fucked
You
up.
don't know
That
your own
shit.
slang. Yeah, take several, like sit down, like don't leave me the fuck alone.
Because you already know what's about to happen if you don't.
Yeah, take several seats.
Period.
Period. Like that's it.
Yeah, like period, queen.
Period. Yeah, that's it.
Queen is crazy.
Like that's it. That's the end of the sentence. That's the end of the point.
What about the main character?
Say the sentence.
Like I'm dead the main character of this entire show.
Like I'm him.
I'm him.
I'm him.
I'm him.
I'm fucking nice, bro. What am I like 3 for 10? That's a good average. I'm about to get that Juan Soto money.
The main character. That's the
I'm
problem.
getting that Juan Soto bread.
This ain't it, chef.
This ain't it, chef.
He thinks he cooks too.
This ain't it, chef. Like is chef part of it?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. You ain't cooking. This ain't it. I don't know.
Of giving disapproval or of anything. You disapprove.
Oh, okay.
So I think they just added chef, but like this
Yeah,
ain't
like
it.
this ain't it.
This ain't it. One more. When we wrapping up the show. We finally
people-
found someone who wants to be on.
People really do this in conversation. They really say shit like this. Like, yo, take several seats from me, G.
Yeah.
It's worse now for like the upcoming not Gen Zers. I forgot what they're Gen Z Alpha, I think. It's so weird. I don't even understand it.
Gen
But,
Z
like,
Alpha.
You know what Skibbity Toilet is?
Nah.
It's so stupid. It's just the way they talk is like they just use weird words. They mean so many different things. Like Skibbity Toilet means like that's good or something. I don't even remember, but they have some weird words. I have to
Oh,
find-
whose toilet? Oh, what toilet?
Who's Skibby?
No, it's just like a thing.
The
Skibbity
Scooby?
Toilet. Skibbity. You don't use a toilet.
You know who he's the toilet.
Yo, what'd he do right before we left? Me and my dad left. What'd he do?
I'm not saying. Fucking disgusting dog. No, you didn't. But we talk about it all the time.
What'd she say?
Cancel culture.
Oh, cancel culture, yeah. If we posted all the shit that we said, we'd be victims of cancel culture probably.
Cancel culture is whack.
Whack. We don't really mean what we say. We just trying to have a
Yeah.
good time. That's it. We're just trying
Yeah,
to
you guys, you should have said a Drake quote right there. You guys fell off.
I don't got a Drake quote for that. I did fall off. I fell off. My quotes used to be crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I used to have a bar for everything. Anyways, yeah, Gen Z slang is a crazy thing. No,
Well-
thanks for joining the show. That was a lot of fun. Look forward to the social media content coming soon.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody send it to me so I can like it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, and I'm gonna share with everybody that I know. If she gets a certain amount of likes, look at this guy. But if she gets a certain amount of likes, she gets a pizza party or something like that.
Listen, that's free. I used to buy your Girl Scout cookie shits and peanut butter cups and stuff, and I didn't even like them. So that shit was free. What does it matter to you if I liked it or not? You got your Troop got the money. Shout
Yeah.
out Troop 532.
You not listening? You still got. That's gonna fall.
Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this. If you made it this far, please like, support the show, share the show. If it made you laugh, share that laughter with somebody else. And as always, think critically, speak infamously.
We out.
That's what you should do. It's like like, comment. What is it like?
I need an audio bite. Let me get an audio bite.
Like you need to be gifted.
Wow, she said.
Yo, she's critiquing me right
She's
Yo,
giving you feedback.
get her off the show.
She said that your personality is like your background, Matt Bland. She said you stay with some enthusiasm, guy.
That's me. Wouldn't it sound fake?
Yeah, you do it.
Y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We got this good little podcast, whatever. It's yeah.
I can't believe this is my daughter, but we're gonna sign off on that note. Like, comment, share. Stop hating. Otherwise, I'm gonna tell her to go get the fucking bat. We out.
Took yours away. What did